Did I got disconnected? My, did I reconnect? I think I reconnected. I think. Oh gosh, okay, did it? It turned off though, didn't it? What the hell? Did it? It, it frigging. What? That's not. That's new. That hasn't happened in a while. I think my internet is going back to being terrible. No, actually, it was good. And also I have a land, like a wired connection now, so I don't know what the issue is. But it's been acting up these past few days. So maybe it is time for me to change my frigging provider. The frigging internet provider has been giving me so many issues, honestly. Also, I work from home, so like this has been a recurring issue that's annoyed me for a while now, honestly. I'm sorry if you guys were here and needed to reconnect to my new stream. That's ridiculous. Okay. I'm it's a bit it's a bit shitty that that happened. I'm not sure how I'll be posting this on YouTube. Maybe I'll edit it together first so that you don't have to look for two VODs if you want to watch it again. Or if you missed it, then so that you don't have to find two. But damn, that was annoying. The hell? I was just like sitting here minding my own business. The hell? I feel like my internet needs upgrading. I don't know how. I don't know how else I'm supposed to be upgrading it. Like, I already frigging got cable and all to make sure that this doesn't happen. And then this keeps happening. Also, like, even when I'm just like playing or something and nobody else is using it, it suddenly died off. So, I don't know. This is this is kind of new for this. I've had this like cable on for a few months now, I think. And this is the first time that it's done this again. When I first started streaming, it did this quite often because I didn't have a cable running to my internet router. Also, I was using a MacBook, so the MacBook was also really full. So that's probably why it disconnected a lot back when I first started. But this shouldn't be the case anymore. Oh no, is that supposed to be blue? Oh no, it's like 3. I'll just make sure everything is gold then. So I don't understand why this is still a recurring issue. It shouldn't be. I've had good internet for how long now? I don't know why. It suddenly decided to devolve back into what it was. I need to complain, I think. I need to complain again to them, probably. Because the last time I complained, well, my dad complained, they gave us pretty good internet for a while. And now it's devolved again, so I don't get it. I don't know. Okay. Okay. That's gold, I guess. Then I think I need to add a bit more blue here and there to cover up my brass mistakes. Okay, it's time to change like to wash off the brush, I think, to get it pointy again. I feel like I got into a rant that shouldn't even exist. So my internet provider is terrible. But also the other internet provider that I had as an option is pretty damn shady. So it's not like I could have changed to that one either. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's decided to do this yet again. I'm not happy with it, but it's not like I can do anything at this point. So yeah, hopefully that just never happens again. Okay, so let's just continue with the gold first. Let's go around. And then from here, and to the front. Okay. Then the other foot had something, was it? Oh no, it's the tail. Oh, and the top tendril has something. I'm sorry if I'm blocking your view a lot for this one. But, oh no, again? Oh wait, was it this one? No, it wasn't this one that fell off. Damn it. Okay, well, I'll fix it after this. So, the details are pretty small, so I'm sorry if I'm blocking them. Hopefully I'm not doing it too often. So let's try it. Okay. I think we need to do that. Okay. And then the top one. I think this is gonna be covered. Sometimes when I stream painting, honestly, it gives me a little anxiety because I know I'm not the best and I might be doing this wrong or at least not properly. So I'm sorry if it's not proper. It works out fine for me for now. As time goes on, I'm probably going to find something that I can improve on. But for now, you kind of have to deal with this, so there's that. So I'm sorry if it's not perfect or if it's not how you're going to do it, but this is probably the better way that I know how. Even this already kind of improved already. I'm a bit lazy, like, as a person. So I'm the type to look for a lot of shortcuts. So yeah, if you see something improper, that's probably why. It's probably because I'm looking for a shortcut to get good results. Okay, let's properly paint this bangle. Is it? It's not all gold yet. Okay, and then here. I feel like I've gotten quiet, I'm sorry. But again, like, painting these really, really small details, I can't help but get quiet sometimes because I don't want to mess it up too much. Because when I mess the small details up, I have to clean up more around it. and I risk getting some paint onto the small details again and having to redo that process one more time. Like, I mean, getting paint on the outside and then trying to fix it up, and then getting more paint on the little details. Like, it's a relentless cycle. So I try my best to make sure that doesn't keep happening. Also, I'm rechecking all of them because I know I missed the thigh accessory on the one lying on the desk mat over there. So I'm just making sure that I didn't miss any weird thigh accessories on the others, because I don't want to finish everything up and be like, oh, that's done, and then after that I realized I've missed one thing specifically. So yeah. Having the light on here makes my complexion look darker. Sorry. I'm not as tired as I look. Just FYI. So like, I'm doing okay. Doing fine. Oh, okay. I'm not as tired as I look on camera. It's the lighting. I'm sorry, the lighting's bad. Oh no. Honestly, I'm grateful that it didn't mess up too much. I'm grateful that it's in areas kind of hard to see. So even if I mess it up a bit more, nobody will notice, hopefully. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's... I really like the way this looks with the blue. Now I'm kind of not sure if I want to highlight it with the gold. But I've already highlighted the first one with gold, so we're gonna do it for consistency's sake. I don't know how to get there. There's this blue... Okay, there we go. Okay. There's nothing on the other foot. There's nothing on this arm. There's one on the tendril. I'm sorry if I get so focused that I don't speak. But yeah, this happens a lot when I'm painting little details, so please bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. Let's paint this bangle then. No? I don't want to get all of it onto the blue. Okay. Need to add a bit. I feel like I'm blocking everything. Okay. Should be okay. Then we'll cover this circle in the bronze and do the bangle on the other hand. I think honestly these would benefit a lot from a really good like edge highlight, but I don't think I've got enough patience to pull it off. So I'm probably not gonna do that. So let's go back with the black first, I think, because again I need it as a base, because I will be just dry brushing the lead belcher color on. Oh, thank you. And welcome to my stream. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. I wasn't sure what that sound was, because I've only had Pando for a bit now. But yeah. So apparently Pando makes that sound when someone follows you. I didn't know. But that's fun. That's cool. And again, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream, and also thank you for the follow. I need to fix all of these things that I just got bronze on, because they're not supposed to be bronze. So I'm hoping not to touch the bronze at all. Like, hopefully I don't get any black on it, because I don't want to have to go back in with bronze. But yeah. Yeah. These are the blue horrors. I have the pink horrors, but I haven't painted them because I just got them. I just bought them off of someone. They decided against making a Zinch army after getting a Zinch army, like after buying a bit of the Zinch army. So they decided to just resell it for a bit less than what they bought it for, which is why I now have more suddenly, because I've been looking everywhere, like through all of my like local hobby stores, well, local Warhammer ones, Warhammer related stores, and they mostly do not have anything related to Zinch Chaos Demons, so I have to order it online. Like, I have to pre-order it. So I'm just glad that someone had some lying around that they decided that they weren't going to use, because then that takes out the hassle from my part. Did you get a ton of the flamers? I think I got 3 from the box, which I got not too long ago. And then the ones that were sold to me were the ones that look like manta rays, the chariots. I think there was an exalted flamer or 2. I think. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, no. I just started this not too long ago, the Zinch ones, because I wasn't really planning on playing 40k at first. When I first started doing this, I decided I was just going to paint the armies. So, like, I didn't start off playing, I started painting for my friends. And after a bit, I decided I was going to try it out, but then we decided that we were going to focus more on kill team. And I was told to pick a 40k army so that we could start going in that direction if need be, or if we decide to. So I did, and I saw all of the like armies on the website, and the Zinch ones were the prettiest one to me. So that's why I ended up with the Zinch ones. It's not really because of the hype or anything. And I didn't know that they were doing well either at that point when I did start out, like, picking them out. But I also didn't know that they were going to be one of the hardest ones to find. It feels like I'm looking for, like, mythic items, to be honest. It's been, like, pretty hard to find anything related to Zinch that are ready in stores here. I don't know if that's a thing everywhere else, but here not a lot of people play Zinch, as the demons at least. There are ready stock items for like Thousand Suns, but not a lot for the Chaos Demons. So that's been a hassle on my part, looking for more things to add to the army. But yeah, so not a lot of people actually care about the Zinch Chaos Demon ones, which I don't know why. These are the prettiest ones that I could see, like, by far. I don't know, the rest doesn't look all that pretty to me, and I'm very much stuck with aesthetics. Like, I have to like the way something looks to be able to use it, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, for a while, flamers for them were dumb broken for a while. Even now, they're still strong. Oh, okay. So that's good. I haven't actually played them though. I've only I've only had them for a bit, and I only have these and the blue horrors, the brimstone horrors, and the three flamers. Oh, I'm blocking again. So I only have two boxes up until like last week. So I might be trying it out soon. Trying 40k out soon because I finally got more stuff and now I have more points. But yeah, I haven't actually played it because I didn't have that many points considering it's only like three flamers and horrors, brimstone and blue horrors. So yeah, hopefully I'll be playing it soon. That's good for you then, and Zinch demons can be painted in so many ways due to the fact in lore they are demons of change. Yeah, I was really excited about that as well. The prospect of being able to paint them however I've decided I want to. But I decided to paint it like with the basic colors first just so that I can see how it'll look like, you know. And then if I decide that I don't like it as much, then maybe that's when I'll do a different color. But so far I've been actually really liking the color scheme for the Zinch demons, so I'm hoping to just keep it this way, I think, in the future. But another thing that interested me with the Zinch ones is you can use most of these in AOS as well. The blue horrors, the box even says for AOS. So like I'm glad that I can use it for like two formats and I don't need to buy too many things if I want to play both AOS and 40k. Although for AOS, I do prefer Night Haunts. Those are my favorite ones because when I first saw all of the models and I wanted to choose an army, I was going to choose Night Haunts, but not a lot of people here play AOS. So I would be playing by myself then if that was the case. So I got an army of Night Haunts that I just never finished painting. Not at this point, at least. And I moved on to this first because there's a lot more people who play 40k, so it's easier to find someone to be able to teach you how to play 40k. So yeah. I think that was the main thing that got me to choose this, actually. The fact that you can use it for more than one format. But also the aesthetics of it I just really like. I think that's like the one of the bigger factors to me, aesthetics, because I just really like pretty things. I don't know if I've mentioned that just now, but that's like the one thing that I always look at when I choose stuff. So the aesthetics of it is really important to me. And yeah, these are the prettiest ones, so there's that. Okay, I think this one's okay. It's just getting harder to use them on their own in AOS, since you have to buy Disciples of Zinj, and those use mortals and demons in it. I see. I haven't really read up on what exactly you need when you're playing AOS, because, again, trying to focus more on the 40k, because a lot more people are playing it here. And also I'm focusing most actually on kill team, so it's not really in this either. The one that I've been trying to really push here, because not a lot of people play Warhammer here, so I've been trying to kind of promote it a bit. And the one I've been really trying to push out is Kill Team, because it's the easiest one to get into in my opinion. The price of entry isn't too high compared to like 40k. If you want to play an actual game of 40k, you need to buy so many things. And also, it's not cheap or easy to build the army quickly if you want to play it. Meanwhile, like Kill Team, you can get one box, build it right then and there, and just play with it, right? Because you just need like what, 6 for like elite squads, right? Like for my Space Marine intercessors, there you only need 6. So, oh, thank you. So, it's one of the ways that I think people will be more interested to play Warhammer. I want more people to play here, honestly, because I feel like I'm just seeing the same faces when I go to play. Well, not play, I haven't actually gone often to play, but like when I go to the store and mingle, I've only seen exactly those faces. So, I want fresh faces so I can learn together with those people as well. Oh, with Games Workshop price hike they plan on bringing in next month. It's going to get harder to get up an army. Yeah. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get more people to play with me, but we'll see. I'm just hoping more people will play Kill Team, to be honest, because it's a shorter format as well. But honestly, like Warhammer is really not a game that you can play without investing everything into it. You need to invest your time, your money, your resources. Basically, it's gonna come into this. It's very it's very I don't know what the word is. I forgot the word. It's a committed process basically to play this, I feel. It's like I started out painting, but I ended up going to play this because it seemed fun. And now it's just taken up more of my time. So it's really a commitment rather than like a hobby, to be honest. I'm not sure if that's something that I can kind of get people to feel more interested in. I plan on getting a printer soon, but that's me. Oh, a printer for what? What kind of printer? Like a 3D printer? Because that's also expensive if it's a 3D printer. The resin kind, yeah, okay. So that's also not really what's it called? A price-friendly option, I guess. It's also expensive to get a 3D printer. So, either way. I think I've got the tongue. Okay. Last one for the pink color for inside the mouth. But yeah, only thing that I can think of is like just play the format with the least amount of things that you need to actually get. Is how you get people to play into it. Kind of. But also people are scared of painting, I think, mainly. Because not everyone feels like they can do it, nor do they feel like they'll have the time to do it. So I think one of the biggest hurdles when bringing people in is the painting, honestly. $559 for the one I'm looking at. That's a lot of money. That's how many, I'm not sure how many rupiahs that is, Indonesian rupiahs. That's a lot of money though. Let me check actually. 559. 559 USD. Oh, okay. That is twice the minimum wage here. That is a lot of money. That's really expensive. And like it's less, no, it's more money than buying a phone. And like a pretty decent one as well. I got a decent Samsung phone for less than that, so like we don't talk about Apple when it comes to like price. Like I'm talking Samsung because it's one of the biggest brands as well. And it's still cheaper than that. That's really expensive. I feel like uh the thing is, right? For one box, like one let's say if you want to play like you want to start with a combat patrol, here it will cost you, if you're minimum wage, it will cost you 1/4 of your salary at the least. And then you'll have your the rest of your 1/3 to actually like go about life, and that's just not enough. Utilities and stuff really expensive, so that's just not going to happen. So it's really hard to get people more interested in this, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's also because I live in an Asian country, so the rate it becomes a lot more expensive here. It's like it's barely affordable in the European countries, and then you bring it to this specific Asian country where the currency is not great. So I'm not saying all Asian countries have terrible currency. Like Japan is pretty well off, is doing pretty well for themselves. I mean, like the currency is pretty strong. It's just here, I think, mainly, and other near here. Even Singapore has better currency, I feel. Yeah, they do actually. They have better currency. Yeah, it's just here. I don't know where else, but here mainly. Everything becomes really expensive. I don't know where else to bring that, but like also I'm sorry if I get quiet because I don't want to touch the blue. I'm kind of, I think I did anyways. I thought that was supposed to be teeth. I think that's supposed to be the frigging upper lip, I guess. Oh! Oh no! Fell. Okay. So I need to get more blue after this to cover up my mistake, because I thought that was supposed to be blue. I thought that was supposed to be teeth, but I think that's like supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be like the upper lip. So I'm gonna cover it again after this. But maybe not right after this. Maybe after the stream. Like I'll just do it off camera. Also, we're doing nails, so I'm sorry if I'm covering most of what I'm doing. The nails are really small, and you probably won't be able to see what I'm doing either way. To be honest, my camera's not that great, so apologies for that. But if I cover it, you guys can tell me so I can move my hand out of the way. Okay, I need more now. Okay, I feel like I'm putting on some nail polish for this guy. It's been a while since I had actual nail polish on my hands, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, now that I'm actually thinking about nail polish, it has been a while since I did anything, like, manicure-wise. Maybe I should get an actual manicure. But then I feel like I'm gonna ruin it when I'm building Gundams or painting these things. It's been uh kind of a challenge to have pretty nails for me, because it will get ruined by me trying to pry off gunpla parts, or like if I accidentally get paint on them. So I kind of miss getting manicures. Painting is the best part of the process in my opinion. Yeah, that's the one that I actually got into Warhammer with. Like I started getting into Warhammer because I liked painting the miniatures. Hold on. Because I like painting the miniatures, that's why I decided to actually start playing it as well. Because up until recently, I've only been painting other people's kits, like other people's minis, my friends basically. Because I didn't have any that I wanted to paint for myself. But after seeing this one, the Zinch ones, I decided that I think I like them enough to justify getting it. So yeah. Okay, so let's do the teeth first before I continue reading comments, if any, and talking, because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up again and accidentally color the skin with this bone-ish color, which I don't want to do anymore because I don't want to cover more blue. Okay. Mostly I have this in the background as I look up a bunch of stuff. Oh, what? Oh, okay. That's fine. Lurking on my streams always an option. I know a lot of my... I'm not sure where they are. I don't know if they're here or not. But like a lot of my regular viewers who tune into most of my stuff are lurkers anyways. So I don't know, I just enjoy the process of like painting or building while being able to chat with you guys. Even if you guys don't always respond because sometimes you guys are just lurking, that's fine too, because it's just fun. It's better than like doing it alone. Either way, I feel. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think I need to... what's it called? Wash my brush. Okay, so let's get this colored up so we can continue to the... what's it called again? To the dagger. Because I want to get that out of the way for now. I don't see nails on these. I'll just color the tip a bit then. I don't see nails. Okay, so there's no nails on that. So let's just... oh, there's nail on this. I feel like I'm blocking you guys, but let me try not to. Okay, so let's get this colored. I think we need more this bone color because it's starting to get really watered down. I guess the sense that someone is watching is a thing. I feel like I just enjoy the company, you know? Because it feels nice when you're not doing your hobbies alone and you're sharing it with someone. So there's that, I guess. Maybe the thought that I'm sharing this with someone else, or a few more someone else's, is what makes it nice, I guess. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm probably not going to be shading these bone colored thingies because I'm too lazy to do that. They look fine without shading, so we're probably not going to do that. So we're probably just gonna leave these tiny little details unshaded, because like, I mean, also they're just nails and teeth. Not a lot of people will notice if they're not shaded in. And if you're playing with them, not a lot of people are gonna judge you for not shading it. So we're not going to. We're just gonna leave it the way it looks right now. Cause I don't think shading it will do that much more. So yeah. We're just gonna do it like this. Since these aren't really like for display purposes, or like for playing, kind of. Although I will be displaying these in my place, but like, this is mainly for playing the game, so I'm not gonna worry too much about these little details being shaded in, because that's a lot of small details that I'm gonna need to shade if I do that. So I think I'm gonna choose sanity over all else. I think I will go insane if I have to shade every one of these and then paint some more of this bone color on top of it again to create highlights and stuff. I think I will go crazy if I do that. So we won't be doing that. Just a heads up, because I don't want to go nuts. Not like this. Okay. Sorry if I got quiet again. I get really quiet when I'm painting sometimes, which is probably not a great combination with streaming, but also like, it's kind of hard to paint little details while speaking. So if anyone can do that like well and not really mess up, kudos to you, man. Because I mess up following instructions when I'm talking. So I don't know how anyone would just do this perfectly when they're talking. Because like, I read the manual for a Gundam while I'm building it, and I mess it up if I'm talking, so. Oh wait, the teeth. Forgot about the teeth. Maybe we'll just use the blue as like a shading situation. Probably would look kind of weird though. Okay. Let's get this side. Okay. Should be that for that. Need to embrace the quantum detail. Painting has so much detail that you need to really like pay attention to. Honestly, it's a bit tedious for me, but I do enjoy it the most out of everything, because the building process when you're building Warhammer miniatures is not an experience that I like. Building these things was so stressful for me, because I was so stressed of trying to find where they frigging put the frigging part that I'm looking for. Because they say, well, it should be at least close to one another, but they're not. They're so far from each other sometimes. And then the new one, the kill team, the one with the orcs, the new starter set, that's a whole different hell. Cause they're not even on the same runner. Like not even on the same sprue. Which is like why? The numbers are close together. You're like 19 and 20, but they're not even on the same sprue. Like, what is going on? Why are you making it so hard? I I bought this so I could like play and paint, not play a puzzle. I don't know. I guess that's just like my rant on the building process. It's kind of annoying is what I'm trying to say. Cuz every time I stream building it, there's always like at least like 10 minutes of the whole situation where I'm just looking for a specific part. And I just look kind of stupid there because like I'm just like, where is 19? And I have to look through all of them at least 3 times to be able to see 19, which is really annoying. Sorry, the teeth are small, so I'm getting quiet. The feet, nails, the toenails, I guess, they're a bit easier because they're bigger. I need to get more Screamer pink on that because I got some some of the burn color on the tongue, so we're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, the mole line and the gaps, so annoying. Honestly though, I don't know. Maybe it's because I started with Gundams before I moved on to Warhammer miniatures, but it feels like unnecessary work, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I shouldn't be this stressed out building it, because Gundams aren't stressful when you try to build it. It's when you customize it and try to find something that you want to do to it that maybe it will be a bit stressful, because like you want it to look perfect. But this, building it just like to the T is kind of annoying in itself already. Okay, I feel like that's too much, but okay. Yeah, it's like an expensive IKEA. Honestly, right? I built an IKEA furniture myself, and IKEA is less confusing sometimes. I'm not saying all the time. I am saying sometimes because the new starter set, the one with the kill team starter, that's the orc and the death core. That's just plain annoying. That's worse than IKEA levels, honestly. I've never been more annoyed at building something than when I was building that starter set specifically. Because I was streaming it as well, and I couldn't find anything, and I never had that much of like trouble to find parts to build things with. Even in Warhammer, like that was the first time I've had that much trouble trying to find the damned parts. It's really annoying. The rest are slightly better because they're usually in one sprue. Oh, sorry, I think I'm covering it. Because they're usually in one sprue. But this one, it's not even on the same sprue, which is like, why? How even? Should be like right next to each other. Like, why is it so far apart? It's like 3-4 sprues away. I don't know. I've got beef with that specific set. Honestly, the most annoying set to build thus far. never been more pissed building something until that came along, honestly. But yeah, other than that, it's just like a really expensive IKEA that you can't even use. Like, you can't use as furniture. I mean, like, IKEA is multi-purpose, I feel. This one is more one function compared to IKEA. So, I feel like maybe IKEA is more worth it. Is this supposed to be, I think? Okay. I'm guessing this is where the beak ends. And even if it isn't, that's where we'll end the beak. Because it looks correct. Okay. Sorry if I'm getting quiet again. I feel like that's going to be a recurring thing. Painting this one. So I'm sorry if there's gaps in like my speaking. Because I'm trying to get this whole thing, like the beak, I mean, painted. So I need more paint. Okay. The nails are so small. Okay. Let's do the back of this. And the front of that. Before, I don't know how to get to this foot, but I can kind of see it. So I feel like I need to cover it. I think from the bottom is the best way. Sorry if I'm doing this out of the frame. Okay. Because the feet are a bit tricky because it's under the thing. So I'm going to do it off camera just now. But now that we're doing nails again, I think we can do it back on camera, I think. I feel like I just made a straight line and then that's it. Like I didn't paint any nails. This is so small. I can't quite see if I've missed any nails. I'm assuming not, so I think maybe this needs a bit more here. But that should be okay now. Okay, and then this is the last one that we need to paint some bone colors on. Then from the bottom, then the other foot. I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet or like boring at this point. The details are always kinda hard to paint when on stream, because again, I get really quiet when I'm painting details, so I'm trying not to mess it up. How many frigging nails do you have on one hand, sir? Oh wait, did I? Oh, ow. though. I needed to finish up the beak on the other one. Oh wait, not this one. Where is it? This guy. Because the beak is still a bit bluish. It blends in a bit too well with the bright blue. So we need to add a bit more. Okay. This might need a little bit more pink, so I guess I'll put it here first. Okay, back to this one. So let's finish up these nails. Oh, it's too much. Okay. I feel like because everything is blue, I'm starting to get a lazy eye. So I'm trying to pinpoint which is which. My eyes are straining a bit to find it. Again, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. Okay, I think it's time to go from under the nails. Okay. And lastly, for this one specifically, should be the teeth. Okay. I don't know, I think I'll leave the top a bit bluer. It looks wrong if I change it into cream-ish, bone-ish color. So that should be that for the bone colors. Let's replenish the tongue and the mouth crevices, I guess, because I got some bone colors on that. So this should be okay. Let's clear it up, make sure none of them is messed up looking. Okay. Then this guy was from the start just didn't have enough paint on it, I think, because it was watered down. So let's add a second coat to his tongue. And from the top as well. I am not sure how I'm going to highlight that tonsil. I think it's a tonsil, but we'll sure as hell try. Okay, then this one is from the bottom. Okay, and this side. Then this. Okay. That should be good. Let's clean the brush again. Okay, so I'm going to be shading the beak and the bigger parts that are colored, like that are bone colored, I think, but not right now. I think next we're gonna do is probably the daggers first, because I feel like doing that is pretty okay. So let's get the ones with daggers. Are you one? No. You one? No. Are you the one? Yes. Okay. So we'll just do the daggers first. Sorry. Okay, so we'll do daggers, and then we'll highlight the tongues. And then that should be mainly everything other than the gold that we need to highlight, right? Yeah. So after highlighting the, after highlighting the dagger, we can highlight the gold colors and then the tongue, and then we'll come back to the dagger to give it like a final highlight. So I want to try just like adding a little bit of dry brushing on it, So so I don't have to paint the whole thing with lead belcher. I want to see how that would turn out. And this one I'm not really going to like completely, what's it called, get rid of most of the paint. It's like halfway there to what dry brushing should be, I feel, because I'm going to go over it really lightly after this with Runefang. So I feel like I just basically painted this thing. The only difference is it's just slightly brighter in other areas, because lead belcher is slightly brighter than the black, but it's not that much different than just black. It just shines now a bit. Okay. Let's, I guess, or maybe we'll just do right away Runefang after this. I want to see how it'll turn out, because it's the first time I'm doing it this way, so I don't know how it'll look. And I'm kind of curious. Okay. Let's make it real shiny, I guess. Shiny, and then this one. Sorry. I know I get really quiet, but I feel like it's a reflex sometimes. Okay. That should be slightly better. So since dry brushing is kind of, it's not wet, like the paint dries up really quickly, right? So let's just highlight it now and see how it turns out. Actually, I need to rub more off, I think, because I still see some. Ooh, no, that's a lot. Okay. Well, that did pretty much what I was hoping. So let's just do it to everything, I guess. I'm doing this to this edge because I think I want a little bit more, like a brighter end on that. But other than that, I'm just lightly going through it. Okay, I actually kind of like the result of this. Like, I don't hate it. So we're gonna keep doing this, I think. Maybe I'll get like the brighter one as well. The one that's brighter than Runefang. To highlight it a third time, make it really bright. Because this could be brighter, I feel. So maybe in the future, that's how we'll do it. Okay. I like the results though, so... Oh, this is gonna be a hassle, this one. So we'll just do... this one very, very lightly. I don't know how I'm gonna do that end. So I'll just sloppily do that. I guess. Hoping that it doesn't mess up. Okay. So I think for the lid, that's basically it. Pretty much done with it. So let's go back to the tongue, I think. Oh no, the gold. To get the gold and then tongue. So so this one is Retributor Armor. For the highlights, if you weren't here when I did the base for the gold, I used Screaming Bell because I like the color of the rose gold-ish situation that you get with Screaming Bell. Oh wait, do I want to try? No. I want to try like kind of, what's it called? Dry brushing the gold on, but I'm scared I'm gonna get it everywhere, so we're not gonna do that. We're going to just use the brush. So like, I use the gold as a highlight to Screaming Bell, because you can see the difference quite a bit. And Screaming Bell is a little bit more dull than Retributor Armor in itself. So having it as a highlight color gives me kind of like a dual tone situation. So like when you twist and turn your model, there are some parts that look more gold, there are some parts that look more bronze slash rose gold, and I think that that's a really cool look. So that's why I've been doing that. So yeah, I'm not sure that this camera will pick it up. In fact, I'm pretty sure it won't. So honestly, I was hoping I could show you guys how cool it looks to me, but I can't because the camera kind of sucks. But yeah, you should try it out for yourself. Like just randomly add some Retributor Armor on top of like a bronze or like a Screaming Bell color, and like if you twist your miniature around, you'll get like different tones here and there. Like some parts will look more gold and some parts will look more bronze because you did it that way, right? But it looks really cool. It looks like a really bright gold. So you know, you can try it out. It looks nice, I think. And if you don't like it, you can always cover it with another color. Okay, I think should be good for that. Then for the bottom here, add the gold here as well. Although most of the colors are really similar, so I feel like I'm getting, I don't know what, like how to say it in like English, but like in Indonesian it's like matanya mulai juling. So I'm starting to get really lazy eyed. Like I'm starting to get, like I feel like my eyes are starting to come together. Okay. I think that's where I wanted the gold. Here as well. Okay. I think that's good. Move on to the next one. I don't know anymore. My eyes are getting kind of tired looking at these because they look the same everywhere. Okay. Next. I feel like these stuff you shouldn't do in a day. You should do in a few days, spread apart. Because if you do everything in a day, everything will start to look the same to you, even if the colors are completely different. So like, you need to rest your eyes a bit. Cause everything's starting to look the same to me, and I've only streamed for like an hour or so. So like, I'm only imagining if I'm doing like the bigger ones where everything would look more similar. Like, I don't know if my eyes will hold up. Maybe that's a sign of like aging, getting old. I'm not that old, but like it feels like I'm getting old doing this. Cause my eyes. Okay. Want that to be gold, and then when you turn this way, this can be gold. The rest can be kind of bronzish, and we'll just leave it that way. And then here, and then we'll flip it completely and have gold there, and on top there, bottom there, then here, and then here would be good, I think. And then here, then on the handle, that should be good. 2 more, and then we can move on to something that looks less similar, which is the tongue. Because at least the base is a lot darker than the layer color that I am planning to use, which is Emperor's Children. Okay. I feel like there's not enough gold on that. Okay. I can't tell the difference at this point, to be quite frank. I really can't quite tell anymore right now. I could tell in the beginning, but now that I've done a few of these, they're starting to look really damn similar. Have I done the back? Yes, I have done the back. Okay, last one with the gold. Let's do this part first, then this part. I think. And then we flip it, do the tops of that, then the front of that, and then a bit of there, and a bit of there. And we should be good with the gold. Oh, okay. I feel like my eyes are starting to really stop looking like straight. I feel like they're coming together. Anyways, let's highlight the tongue. I've only highlighted these ones with the one that I actually finished. So that's what we're gonna do. So I don't really wanna do too many layers of highlight. Oh, that is so much. Okay, you know what? Let's try doing it this way. Okay, don't think I have enough on the brush. I don't see anything, it's barely registering. Okay, I guess let's do a bit. This side as well. I think that's okay. I don't hate it. So we're gonna move on to this one. This one's a bit tough, I feel. Okay. It's not as obvious as I'd like, but I feel like if I add like that, it'll be too obvious. Actually, not really. I think that's fine. Okay. Next. I feel like I'm a factory worker. It's going from one to another. Okay. I think that's good. Maybe it needs a second highlight after this, like with just literally just the edge highlights with the brighter pink to look better, but not today, I don't think, because my eyes are already tired. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up if I do add the other pink. Even with this, I'm starting to mess it up, I think. Okay. Okay. Bit more. I don't know if it's coming off. Oh, okay, it is. Like, slightly. Okay, let's... Okay. I think... needs a bit more, I think, because I can't see it. Maybe I'm supposed to be able to see it, I just can't. Okay. I think this one's our last one. Okay. I think it looks fine. Let's add the beak ones. Let's add some shadow. I think I'll use some Agrax Earth Shade. Or, I don't know. I'm a bit wary of using my Agrax Earth Shade. This bottle has been giving me a whole lot of trouble. But it is the best color for this, I feel. So, okay. Let's just shake it. Forgot to shake it. Okay. Let's just grab some. Hope to not make a mess. And let's I don't know if I've shaken it enough. I don't think I have, looking at this. Or maybe I'm not adding enough. I feel like I'm gonna spill it everywhere. Okay. Honestly, this thing has spilled more than enough times for me to be really wary when I'm using it. This is a lot, so I think I've done enough. Okay. I'm just gonna let it seep into the mouth area, I think, because I think it would not be bad for Agrax Earthshade to shade the pink areas. So let's do the other beak first, and I'll shade under the tongue and on the sides of the mouth. Under the tongue though, it's supposed to be a bit darker. So let's leave those there. I'm not sure about the feet. I guess the feet can be. I don't mind shading them. I think I'll leave them shaded for the feet. I mean, for the beak I'm gonna do a highlighting layer. But for the feet, I don't think we're gonna need to. I think it looks fine. It's supposed to look kind of dirty anyways. So let's do every one of their feet, I think. So let's do that, I guess. It looks better than I expected, so we're gonna do that. Also maybe the teeth. I don't hate how the teeth looks with that. So I'll just shade the teeth as well. Just maybe a bit less compared to the feet. So at least it looks more separated. And looks kind of dirty, which is supposed to be, I feel. I don't know, I feel like it's supposed to be dirty and not fresh looking like a Colgate commercial. So we'll just shade it all. You know what, I'm gonna keep this part white and not cover it with blue. Looks like it's got a cleft lip, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it is a demon, so it's supposed to look kind of fucked up. So, you know, I'm gonna turn my mistake into something that looks intentional. So let's add a bit of dirt to all of this. 2 more. I already need to replenish this though, I think. Okay. Not that I mind that there's only a little bit of this shade color left, but I don't want it to be a lot wider than the rest either. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm covering everything again. Keep covering things, because painting, sorry. Okay. Then we'll do it from the back. But yeah, you're not really missing anything, honestly, even if I'm covering it up. I'm just going through the toenails and the teeth really roughly, and then now we just gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna go back with the Wraithbone color, which I don't think I've mentioned. I'm using Wraithbone for all the bone colors, so we're gonna go back with that for the beak to give it a nice highlight. But I'm just gonna dry brush it on. So So it'll be quick and easy highlights. Be a bit of the teeth as well. Okay, and then this one. I'm hoping not to touch the blue parts, so I'm doing this kind of cautiously. And there's no teeth for this one for me to dry brush on. It would look nice with a third layer of dry brushing, I think, with white to make it really shiny. But I don't think it's necessary because also they're demons, so they should be a bit dirty. And I'm gonna do a little dry brushing with whatever's left to whatever that has teeth big enough to highlight. Oh, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. We should almost be done with today's stuff, honestly. I'm fine, thanks for asking. Honestly, I'm not sure how I'm going to highlight all of these teeth because I don't want to touch the blue parts, but other than that, we're doing fine. I also don't want to touch the tongue, which is starting to get some bone color on it, which not great. But I think that's that. I think that should be good. And I think that's done for now. I mean, we just need to do the fire, I think, and maybe add another highlight for the tongue, which with the brightest color. But the thing is, right, for the fire, I usually go over the whole thing, the whole fire situation with white first, so when I add the base color for the fire, it doesn't look, what's it called, like dark on one side and then after it like really bright on the other, because like at the end of this where it's still completely and utterly gray slash white, this is gonna look really bright, but then this part where it's blue, it's gonna look kind of green because the base color for that I'm using is flash glitz yellow. So we're gonna have to paint all that white first, but for now I think we've done quite a lot. And the ones that don't actually have fire on them, which I think is not a lot of them. I think, is there any without fire? Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like everything has fire. Yeah, okay, I thought there was one or two that doesn't have fire. But like, all we need to do is the fire. But everything else is pretty much done. Everything else with, like, on these guys, other than the base, of course. So after this, I think all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my glue and glue this guy back onto its stand, and then that should be it, I think, for today, because I'm starting to see everything, every color as the same thing, so I don't think it's wise to continue. So, oh, if you guys like cats, there's one, she looks dead. So this is Fluffy. If you're new here, this is Fluffy. She looks kind of dead, but she sleeps like this all the time. So that's Fluffy. And if we take you guys here, that's Molly sleeping on a little trolley. So those are my two cats, Fluffy and Molly. There we go. Molly sleeps prettier when it comes to this side. Like when she's on that specifically, she sleeps really prettily like this, like really neat, but usually she sleeps like that as well. So, yeah. So, I think that's that for today. Let me fix the camera. So I think that should be it for today. Thank you so much for joining my stream. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and if you want to see me stream again, I'll be streaming tomorrow. For those of you who like Gundams, tomorrow we'll be building the Grammary, which is from Iron-Blooded Orphans, if I'm not wrong. Oh no! Wait. Yeah, it is actually. I thought it was from another series, but it's from Iron-Blooded Orphans. And it's not that new a kit, but I've had it in my backlog for so long that I just needed to finally start it. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and if you're interested in more of my content, there's other places you can find me, which is here. And also, I stream on Twitch every Thursday and Friday if nothing goes wrong. So if you guys want to watch me again for Warhammer content, it will be on Thursdays. Gundam is Fridays. And if you guys want updates about when I'm streaming and stuff like that, that would also be on my Instagram, which is the one I am most active on. So if you want schedules and stuff, that's where you'll get the whole rundown, I guess. Like if I'm canceling a stream or something, that's where you'll be notified as well. So yeah. Thank you once again for joining my stream. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you again next time. And so does the babies, even though they don't look like it right now. So yeah, bye, and thank you again. Bye-bye.